Welcome back, everyone. It's Caleb with Red Racing Industries. We're hitting episode 17 of racing every single track in every single car inside of Gran Turismo 7. It's taken us some time, and we are continuing to make some changes to how we're going to be editing. And I'm playing with a couple things right now, but you'll see those as we go through. This will be the first time, maybe the second time. I'm testing on another video prior. But hopefully you've seen it by now. But today we're going to be going back to Canada, Lake Louise, and hitting the short track. Because the previous episode of running Lake Louise, we did try oval. Now we had those two prior episodes that I created because I skipped around, forgot. But we're going to take ourselves back so we don't forget. And we keep true to racing every single track / track layout in every single car in Gran Turismo 7. Now, technically, we could get away with the racing every single track, but there's so many different layouts. And me personally, I don't know exactly which one's real and which one's not. To an extent, I know that a lot of these reverses, there are some that are fake, but we're going to be doing them all. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, guys, as we hop in, I'm going to get everything recording. Perfect. Okay. So we're diving into episode 17. Here we go. So immediately I noticed we're going to need to do an oil change soon. We won't be doing it just yet, but we're going to be getting right into this video. So as I stated, we're heading back to Lake Louise. We need to head back to the garage to change tires. Hang on. Let's go back to the garage, because I know that we'll be needing the tires quite a bit for this session of few races. So settings, we need to go to snow tires. Perfect. Snow. Except frankly, I wasn't done doing snow driving either. I thought it was quite fun in the Type R. Now it does lower our PP rating, but that is okay. I mean, we're not doing this for the performance points. So short track, this is where we're going. Oh, we got dawn. And then we got midnight. I kind of like midnight more. So let's go easy, beginner level, and hit it. Now, once again, I'm doing all this in beginner because when it gets to the harder, say, expert level, it just requires an additional lap. And the purpose of this is to just get a feel of driving every single one, not to be the best in these, but it also gives us a chance to get better still. Don't hit the Elantra. Well, we hit the Elantra. So we're doing a lot of different races, a lot of different styles as we buddy up. Yesterday, now I got content coming out every day, but yesterday in my day, I didn't create any content per se because I was doing a lot of the online races, trying to dabble in that a little bit more. So more content will be coming on that, but I do want to get into this series a bit. Yeah, there was a lot of wrecks and accidents when I was racing last night, because I'm trying to get my driver rating and sportsmanship rating up. I'm level DB, and they just, I mean, trying to do good when it comes to sportsmanship, not wrecking people, stuff like that, because that just really ruins a race. I'm not gonna lie, it really did suck when I was getting hit for no reason. Like, I would get into 5th place when all the guys have like 3 to 4 second quicker laps than me, and then someone decides to go ram into me, and I place 13th. Pretty awful. But that's why I want to get into, continue doing it, bettering that driving ability in Gran Turismo, and then continue getting better with my sportsmanship. Because once I get higher, I'm really hoping that I don't have near as many people just wanting to ram out of reason, just to do it. Because that's what was happening. They're just ramming for no reason. And at a point, I just said, screw this. I hopped out of that race. Because it kept happening over and over again. But anyway, this is going pretty good so far. No huge accidents on the wall like we did at the Tri-Oval, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and pretty quick race too. I mean, took about 3 minutes to do the whole thing. This is probably a 5-minute video at this point. But anyway, we'll still be doing our editing and everything. Yeah, not awful. I mean, we had a pretty good gap. Now, the question is would I go and do the harder ones? Maybe, but it's already going to take so long to just get through some of the cars. Now, the real goal is to race every single track and every single car in Gran Turismo 7. Now, to say that is impossible, no. Is it difficult? Yes. I did some math, and even if I did like a video a day, which I'll eventually be uploading more than one video a day, so stay tuned. It's coming. I'm all about putting that content out there, getting out there, and staying committed. And with that, anybody watching, if you stayed this long, I'm going to try and mention it every single video until we get it. We're going to try and get Gran Turismo to add the Porsche 944 that I've got sitting in the garage. Not mine exactly, maybe not. But if they add, you know, the 944 coupe, they add the Targa, which is what I have, the technical Targa is what they call it. The S, the S2, even the turbo, those would all be great. Me personally, I've just got the Targa. Now, having a sunroof for a sports car is not a good idea for structural integrity. But if they could add some kind of Porsche 944, that would be amazing, so I could have that recreated as well. But as far as racing every single car and every single track, it's going to be a lot of time. I did some more math. Doing like, I think if I were to do 100 videos a day or something, it'd still take me 1 or 2 years to get through everything. Now, will I be doing 100 videos a day? Probably not. And we got to try and stop saying that. That's going to be some practice as well. But it is going to take some time. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, yesterday it's been a while since I've got some calluses, but really gripping the steering wheel, it's different calluses from working on a farm. Anyway, that ends this video. I'll see y'all on the next one.